Brat and her wife, Jessica Judy Harris Dupart, are expecting their first child, and they're exclusively telling People when they made the decision to expand their family.
This People magazine cover with the Brat being pregnant with her wife is the latest insult to traditional family, biblical values, and manhood. So the Brat is pregnant. If you don't know who the Brat is, she's a rapper from back in the day. She used to rap with So Def and Jermaine Dupri and all those guys down in the ATL when the ATL was just getting things started in the rap game. So the Brat is pregnant. And she's not pregnant the natural way. She got pregnant through in vitro fertilization because her and her wife wanted to have children. Just take a look.
Brat and her wife, Jessica Judy Harris Dupart, are expecting their first child, and they're exclusively telling People when they made the decision to expand their family.
And this is, see, that shows you the cultural depravity of where we are today as a society. No one even bats an eye in the world when it comes to two women having a baby, knowing that that's not naturally possible. Two women cannot have a baby. It takes a male and a female to produce a child. But because of the fact they want to disrupt and destroy anything when it relates to the natural order, the biblical order, and in a backhanded way say, man, we don't need you, we don't need a man, this is being celebrated.
I think it was around the time of the wedding that we started discussing it, decided to extend our family. It's been quite a journey. I'll tell you, there's a lot of stuff we learned about women that are over the age of 40 and fertility and infertility and IVF and all of that. So it's been a journey.
And this is what I don't understand. People in these alternative lifestyles, look, it's your life. You can choose to live the way you want to live it. I would say that that's not God's best for you, but it's your life. You can live it the way you want to live it. But when you bring another human being into it, without that human being having a say-so in the type of family structure that they're being brought into, knowing that this family structure is not conducive to success. I'm sorry, it is not conducive to success. And then when you see the stats about black women, how 1 in 4 black women are married, how around 75% or so of them have children born out of wedlock. When you see all these things happening in the black community, but yet you see this being celebrated, it's another attack, another assault on the black community. It's another attack on the foundation of the black community when it comes to traditional order. It is. It's an attack on the black community because the black community is traditionally more conservative than any other community. So what do you have to do in order to push that narrative, or to get black people to get unmoored from their biblical values? What do you have to do? You have to promote alternative lifestyles in order to get them to accept it. And this is what this is. This is an affront. This is an assault on the black community. It is. It's intentional propaganda to the black community to get them to buy into the LGBTQ lifestyle. That's what this is. The Brat's pregnancy is another way to send propaganda to LGBTQ to the black community.
Yeah, I think it started out, it was almost a joke. It was a promo. And she was adding she had a new collection coming out with Kaleidoscope hair products. So we were like, we're extending our family. Ha ha ha. Right? Because, she's like the genius with the creativity and stuff, right? So then we got such a huge response. It was like, oh my God, do we want to have kids? And if we do, girl, we better hurry up because I'm 48 and, she's 40, 41 now. So we just went from there. Like, it was like, oh my God, like, because we talked about it earlier in our relationship, but we were so.
About it is her quote unquote wife was married to a dude. But obviously what usually happens is these women get jaded because she has 3 other children the natural way. These women get jaded, something happened, and what happens to them? They run to another woman. It's sad. It really is sad.
Busy, like nonstop. We decided, you know what? If we're gonna do it, we better do it soon, like now.
The rapper didn't think kids were in the cards for her until she met her wife of 1 year.
I never thought I was gonna have kids. Like, I just thought it wasn't in the cards for me. But I've had my great career. I've had feel like a full life, and I've had so many wonderful things happen. And
First of all, I didn't know the Brat was that old. Man, makes you feel old. She's 48. Wow. Man, time flies. Either way, it's when you see things like this, you have to understand it's propaganda being pushed to the black community, because the black community is more conservative than any other community. And they have to continue to push this narrative to get black people to buy into these alternative lifestyles. They have to, in order to justify pushing it in their platform, the Democratic platform, in order to justify embracing and affirming these things. They have to get their number one constituency, black people, to buy into it, knowing that they don't care about black people. That's really about the LGBTQ who they care about the most. Why do you think they're pushing all this queer theory, black queer theory, and all this stuff? Because they are pushing it into the community to get them to buy into it. It is propaganda. That is all it is. This is LGBTQ plus propaganda being pushed.
I just felt like because I didn't get pregnant earlier on, that it just wasn't going to happen for me. I feel like I might have missed that boat, but I didn't. So, like, I'm so grateful that I didn't. And I didn't really think about kids like that. I'm a great godmother. I'm a great auntie. I'm a great babysitter. Like, I love kids, but I just thought I had missed that boat. But when I met my wife here, I started looking at life so differently. Like, I was just like, I want a little me with you. I want someone to.
She wants a little me with you. All right. 2 women cannot have a baby. I'm sorry. 2 women cannot have a baby.
Take care of me and love me the way you tell me you felt when you had your kids. And like, I want one of ours together, something special from the both of us that we can share and raise and love unconditionally.
It's not from the both of you. It's not from the both of you. They took the egg from one of you and put it in you. They took her egg and put it in you. The sperm came from a guy. I'm sorry. They're not going to admit that. They're not going to say that. The sperm came from the guy. You just happen to be the surrogate that gave birth, the Brat. But that baby is not going to resemble you at all. I'm sorry. There's nothing in you that will be in that baby. That's the harsh reality.
Relationship has changed a lot for the Brat, including inspiring her to live her most honest life.
I was never really with anybody that made me want to share with the world until I met this one. So, when we came out together, it was she was already out, child. But when I came out of the closet, it was just an overwhelming love. Like, so many people, I was like, damn, if I knew it was gonna be this nice and loving and receiving, I'd have probably came out a long time ago.
People are hurting in this world. People are looking for love in all the wrong places. And they're doing it without God. They're doing it in the way that God doesn't want them to do it. It's not natural, it's not sustainable, and it's not healthy.